Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This morning we are making a slow cooker Philly cheesesteak. Now I haven't done this video in so long, so we're gonna talk about it. So your ingredients are 1 cup of beef broth, 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce, a whole bag of peppers and onions frozen, and then your steak. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my, now this steak here is 2 pieces, but we're gonna cook them both. So what I have to do is a little bit of prep work. I'm gonna get, actually I think I can do this with my hands. I'm gonna get this open for you guys. There's a little bit of fat, but we're not gonna worry about the fat because fat, as I always say, fat equals flavor. You guys already know that, right? Okay, I'm gonna measure out 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce. So I'm gonna put the beef in first. So you put both pieces of beef in, and I'm gonna put the ingredients on top of this. Okay, and then you put in your gravy mix on top. And what you want to do is actually you want to put it in there, and you want to kind of spread it around the beef so that way it gets nice and evenly coated, and it's going to be so good. So what you want to do is you want to kind of take your hands and spread it all around because you want this beef to be nice and coated in that packet, okay? Both sides too, okay? Don't be afraid to get your hands in it because that's basically part of cooking. Now, we're going to make this into, this is going to be Philly cheesesteak sliders. So later, when I come back in about 8 hours or so, I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll show the meat to you guys. Because this is going to be so, so good at the end of the day. And like I said, it's totally fine if it's not totally coated, but it's not really going to matter because, you know, it's all going to get into itself anyway. Okay, so that's perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do both sides. I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. So I'm going to wash my hands. I'll come back. I'll measure everything. I'll measure the Worcester sauce, and then I'll be right back with you guys. So this recipe is a very sort of simple recipe to make. It's not really that difficult to do. As long as you have great ingredients, then it should be pretty simple. Okay, so I got our steak in the slow cooker. And I'm going to just kind of clean up as I go. Okay, so now we need, and I'm measuring this for you guys so that way you guys can know how to make this recipe. So it's 1 tablespoon of Worcester sauce in your slow cooker. Okay. Now, Worcester sauce does have salt in it, so there's no need to add any extra salt because if you add salt, if you add any extra salt, it's going to be a little too salty. We don't want to do that. Okay. So now we're going to put in 1 cup of beef broth. And like I said, it doesn't really matter which order you do it in because as long as it's all in that Crock-Pot, it's totally fine. Now we're going to need 1 whole bag of peppers and onions. And this is, I know this kind of looks like a roast, but it's not really. I just put the vegetables on top so that way it'll kind of cook into itself because this is going to cook really nice and slow. And I already have it on low heat, so that's good. I'm kind of getting it around. I'm going to kind of pat this into the meat so that way it's nice and covered. Alright, and as this is cooking all day, then you'll be able to smell it. And guess what? We only did 1 cup of beef broth, and I'll tell you why. The reason why we did that was because the meat is going to make a lot of its own juice, a lot of its own liquid as it's cooking all day. Okay, so that's perfect. So now, I'm going to put a lid on it. Crock-Pot's on low. We're going to let it cook all day, and then I'll come back later, and I'll shred the meat and that kind of thing. I'm going to show you something really quick before I say goodbye. Okay, so we're going to shred it, and you guys already know this. You guys have been with me for a long time. I've been doing YouTube for a very long time, so you guys already know this by now, right? We're going to shred it with the meat claws, okay? All right, so that is our video. So I'm going to You guys already know, so I like to kind of clean up as I go. I'm going to put the lid on it. And I'm going to put it on right on low. And I'm just going to let it cook. I'm going to let it go all day. Now, here's another tip for you. If you guys are in a hurry, you can just put this on high and just let it cook for about 4 to 6 hours. But we're going to do it on low because I'm going to be gone all day pretty much. I'm going to be gone all day. So we're going to do low. All right. So where's my lid? Okay, here we go. Lid on. Crock-Pot's on low. I'm gonna let it go all day. I'll come back. We'll shred it up, and then I'll show you how to assemble everything because we're gonna make sliders out of it. It's gonna be so good. Yay! All right. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. Bye. Vlog on. Peace out. Boom. Okay. Bye, guys.